Before we start, please listen carefully. This is a very important story. Please watch it till the end. In this story, you will learn how to improve your English. I will share some simple tips. I will use easy sentences. These sentences are very useful in daily life. But here is the important thing, please repeat every sentence. Practice every day. If you don't practice, nothing will happen. You can watch 1000 videos. But without practice, you will not improve. This is the goal of English with Nikhil, to help you learn better English. To keep you motivated. To make learning easy and fun. So, are you ready? Let's start the story. Before I started, English felt difficult. I often understood words but not sentences. I wanted to speak English with confidence. So I decided to change my daily habits. I knew improvement would take time. But I was ready to keep learning. Every morning, I learned 5 new words. I wrote each word in my notebook. Then I created simple sentences with them. This helped me remember their meanings better. I also tried using them while speaking. Slowly, those words became easier to remember. I started reading simple English stories. At first, I read very slowly. But I continued reading every single day. Soon, I understood more sentences naturally. Reading also improved my vocabulary and grammar. It made English feel less difficult. I also started listening to English daily. I listened to short stories and conversations. Sometimes I understood only a few words. But I did not stop listening. My ears slowly became familiar with English. This improved my listening skills greatly. I also started thinking in English. I tried naming things around me. I described simple actions in my mind. This helped me form sentences faster. I stopped translating every sentence from Hindi. English gradually became more natural for me. Another important habit was repeating sentences. I listened to useful sentences carefully. Then I repeated them several times. I copied their pronunciation and speaking rhythm. This helped me speak more naturally. My pronunciation also started improving slowly. I learned that mistakes were completely normal. Earlier, I was afraid of making mistakes. That fear stopped me from speaking. Then I understood mistakes helped me learn. So I stopped worrying about being perfect. I focused more on becoming better. I also kept a simple English diary. Every evening, I wrote about my day. I used short and simple sentences. Sometimes I made grammar mistakes. But I corrected them and tried again. This practice improved my writing skills. I started watching English videos regularly. I chose videos that were easy to understand. I listened carefully to every sentence. Sometimes I paused and repeated difficult parts. This made learning more interesting for me. I enjoyed learning without feeling pressured. I also practiced English while doing chores. I described my actions using simple sentences. I talked about what I was doing. This made practice feel easy and natural. I did not need special study time. I could practice English anywhere. I slowly created a daily English routine. Morning was for vocabulary and reading. Afternoon was for listening and speaking. Evening was for writing and revision. This routine kept my practice organized. It also helped me stay consistent. Some days were easier than others. Sometimes I felt tired or distracted. I wanted to skip my English practice. But I remembered my main goal. I knew consistency was more important than motivation. So I continued even on difficult days. After several weeks, I noticed changes. I could understand English more quickly. I remembered new words more easily. I could speak simple sentences confidently. My listening skills were also improving. These small changes motivated me further. I realized English improvement needs regular practice. One day of practice is not enough. Watching videos alone cannot create fluency. Reading alone cannot improve every skill. Speaking and listening are equally important. A balanced routine works much better. I also stopped comparing myself with others. Everyone learns English at a different speed. Some people speak quickly from the beginning. Others need more time and practice. I decided to focus on my progress. This made learning much more enjoyable. I learned to practice without feeling embarrassed. I spoke even when my English was imperfect. I asked myself simple questions in English. Then I answered them aloud. This made speaking practice much easier. My confidence grew with every attempt. Another useful habit was learning phrases. I stopped memorizing only individual words. Instead, I learned complete useful sentences. These phrases were easier to use. They also helped me speak more naturally. My everyday English became more practical. I started noticing English everywhere around me. I saw English words on signs. I paid attention to everyday English expressions. This gave me more learning opportunities. English became part of my daily life. Slowly, I understood something very important. English was not just another school subject. It was a skill I could build. Skills become stronger through regular practice. So I stopped searching for quick results. I focused on steady improvement instead. I also practiced speaking with confidence. I spoke slowly and clearly at first. I focused on pronunciation instead of speed. Gradually, my speaking became smoother. I still made mistakes sometimes. But I no longer feared them. I began reviewing old vocabulary every week. This helped me remember words for longer. I also reviewed my previous writing. Sometimes I noticed old grammar mistakes. Then I corrected those mistakes carefully. Reviewing helped me understand my progress. I learned that small habits create results. 5 words every day became hundreds. Daily reading improved my understanding. Daily listening improved my pronunciation. Daily speaking improved my confidence. Small efforts slowly created big changes. I also learned to enjoy the process. English practice did not have to feel boring. I could learn through stories and videos. I could practice while doing simple activities. This made learning easier for me. Enjoyment helped me stay consistent. Sometimes I still struggled with difficult English. Some sentences were hard to understand. Some words were completely new to me. Instead of giving up, I searched their meanings. Then I used those words again. This turned confusion into useful learning. I also became more patient with myself. I stopped expecting instant improvement. I understood that fluency takes regular effort. Every small practice session was valuable. Every mistake taught me something new. Every day gave me another opportunity. Now English practice is part of my routine. I do not wait for motivation anymore. I simply follow my learning schedule. Some days I practice more. Some days I practice less. But I always try to continue. My biggest improvement came from consistency. I did not study for many hours. I focused on small daily actions. Those actions slowly became strong habits. The habits I improved my English naturally. This taught me the power of consistency. I also became more comfortable speaking aloud. Earlier, I worried about every sentence. Now I focus on communicating my ideas. I speak slowly when I need to. I correct myself when necessary. Then I continue speaking without stopping. I realized confidence comes through practice. Confidence does not appear overnight. It grows after repeated attempts. Every successful sentence builds a little confidence. Every mistake teaches something useful. Practice makes speaking feel easier. I realized confidence comes through practice. Confidence does not appear overnight. It grows after repeated attempts. Every successful sentence builds a little confidence. Every mistake teaches something useful. Practice makes speaking feel easier. My journey taught me one simple lesson. You do not need perfect English to start. You need the courage to practice. You need patience with your mistakes. You need consistency in your daily routine. Most importantly, you need to keep going. If you want to improve your English, start small. Learn a few useful words every day. Read something simple and interesting. Listen to English whenever you can. Speak without being afraid of mistakes. Write a few sentences about your day. Do not wait until you feel ready. Start with the English you already know. Use simple sentences again and again. Gradually, your vocabulary will become stronger. Your speaking will become more comfortable. And your confidence will continue growing. Remember that progress takes consistent effort. You may not notice changes every day. But your daily practice is still working. Keep reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Keep learning from every mistake. One day, you will notice the difference.